Why does suffering exist? At some point in life, almost everyone asks this, sometimes quietly, sometimes in anger, sometimes through tears. It's a question that usually doesn't come from philosophy. It comes from experience, from loss, from illness, from betrayal, from moments where life feels unfair, random, or painfully silent. And the hardest part isn't just the pain itself. It's the feeling that the pain shouldn't be there at all. If God is loving, if the universe has meaning, why would suffering be part of the story? One perspective offers a difficult but grounding idea. Suffering is not a punishment, and it is not random. It is woven into the human experience, because growth itself requires friction. Not because pain is good, but because without challenge, nothing deep can develop. Think about qualities like courage, patience, compassion, or faith. These are not traits you can download. They can't be given fully formed. They only emerge when something demands them. Courage appears when fear is real. Compassion appears when someone is hurting. Faith appears when certainty disappears. Hope appears when outcomes are unclear. Without resistance, these qualities remain theoretical. They exist as ideas, not as lived realities. This doesn't mean suffering is desired. It means it can be meaningful. Another uncomfortable truth is this: love does not guarantee comfort. A loving parent doesn't remove every obstacle from a child's path. They don't prevent every fall. They don't intervene at every mistake. Not because they are indifferent, but because growth requires experience. In the same way, divine love does not mean a world without hardship. It means a world where hardship is not abandoned or ignored. Much of human suffering doesn't come from intentional harm. It comes from living in a physical, evolving world. A world with limits, with cause and effect, with time, decay, uncertainty, and choice. Our bodies are fragile. Our knowledge is incomplete. Our decisions affect others, often in ways we don't fully see. Some pain is the result of natural processes. Some pain is the result of collective systems. Some pain is the result of individual choices, our own or someone else's. That doesn't make suffering fair, but it does make it understandable. And understanding matters. Because when pain is misunderstood, it turns into resentment. When it's seen only as punishment, it turns into despair. When it's seen as meaningless, it turns into numbness. But when suffering is understood as part of a larger process, not caused by cruelty, but allowed within growth, it changes how we meet it. Responsibility plays a role here, not as blame, but as agency. Much suffering grows from imperfection, from ignorance, from fear-driven choices, from disconnection. When humans move away from empathy, honesty, or responsibility, suffering follows, not because it is imposed, but because it is the natural result of misalignment. Still, even here the idea is not abandonment. The deeper teaching is this: divine presence does not stand above suffering. It stands within it, not watching from a distance, not testing from afar, but accompanying. There is a difference between causing pain and walking with someone through it. The suggestion is that no suffering is experienced alone, that even when life feels silent, there is a quiet companionship moving through every moment of struggle. Pain then becomes something that can shape rather than destroy. Not automatically, not easily, but potentially. Hardship has a refining effect, not because it is gentle, but because it strips away illusions. It reveals what matters. It exposes what is fragile. It strengthens what is real, like pressure forming diamonds, or fire strengthening steel. Struggle has the capacity to deepen character, if it is met consciously. This doesn't romanticize suffering. It doesn't deny grief. It doesn't ask people to pretend pain is beautiful. It simply acknowledges that pain can transform rather than define. Over time, people who have suffered deeply often develop a wider heart, a slower judgment, a deeper empathy, not because they wanted to, but because suffering taught them what comfort cannot. So why is suffering allowed? Not because it is good, not because it is deserved, but because it creates the conditions where love,
compassion, courage, and faith can move from abstraction into lived realities. Understanding this doesn't make pain disappear, but it can prevent pain from becoming meaningless. And meaning changes everything. If this reflection resonated with you, let us know in the comments. How has suffering shaped your life or perspective? If you found value here, hit the like button. It helps this message reach others who may need it. And if you want more thoughtful, grounded explorations of spirituality, meaning, and the human experience, subscribe to the channel. Your presence here matters more than you think.